Stop the music. Yo, what is up, guys? This is your boy Jet Set TV here, bringing you back at it again with another video. In today's video, we're doing top 10 matches of this year from any company, from any promotion, as long as it's wrestling. All right, and today I got with me no other than my boy Malik the Elite. So we're not gonna do it. Oh, you do your 10, I do my 10. We're just gonna you do your 10, 1 out of 10, and then I'll do my 1 out of 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, so we'll just start with number 10. And you have any honorable mentions? You do it right before one.
Right before one? All right, cool.
Right before one.
All right, my number 10 is the Elite versus Death Triangle at Full Gear. Just because of how I think it was the story that was going into it for me that made me have to put this number 10. I was struggling between another match that I wanted to put in my top 10, but it was just the simple fact that I don't know. It was a simple fact that like Pac was hyping it up the week before on Dynamite, and I wasn't sure if the Elite was gonna be there, but I also thought they wouldn't talk about it unless the Elite showed up. And then when the Elite showed up, and they had that, and then Kenny Omega looked like Hulk Hogan out there with the tan. I just knew they was gonna tweak, and then they went out there and they tweaked, and I was really surprised that Death Triangle took out the W. It was my number 10 match.
Nice. I respect it. It's funny because my manager said that they was gonna win, and because I said they're just gonna put the belts on them automatically. And I'm like, oh nah, so it's the Elite. Nah, they got hit with the hammer. What's your number 9, man?
What's your number 10? I thought we were doing back to back.
Nah, you do your whole list, and I do my whole list. Yeah.
No, we should just do it 10 and 10, so we could do it.
All right, fine. Fine. All right, fine. My number 10 is the 2020 Elimination Chamber. 2022 Elimination Chamber match with Austin Theory, AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, and Riddle. I especially liked that match when Brock Lesnar F5 Theory off the top of the pod. That was like the best moment. I just didn't expect him to eliminate all them people like that. I mean, I expected Matt to get eliminated because, but still, damn. All right, go ahead with your next one.
I like that number 10, by the way. I like that number 10, by the way.
Appreciate it.
And you said honorable mentions before the number 1?
Yes.
Okay. So for all my Mark fans out there, I apologize that this match is going to be number. I don't know. I apologize. I know some people are going to really come for my neck on this, but I don't care. I loved it. I was sitting there at home with a smile on my face watching this match. I couldn't get it off. Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. That match was so good. Man, I'm sorry. I know people are going to be like, man, Logan Paul is just like, he's a YouTuber and this and that. Man, that dude is a WWE superstar. That man went out there and tweaked, boy. When he did the double Superman punch, he was doing a springboard off the top rope. Every move that he did, I was like, oh yeah, this dude's crazy. The frog splash to the table for me was crazy, with a torn ACL too. Frog splash to the table with a torn ACL. He tore his ACL 10 minutes into the match and kept wrestling. It's hard for me to not put him on here. Logan Paul.
I like that number. I like that number 9. My number 9 is the Elite versus Andrade group. This is Kenny's return match.
Okay.
I like this so much. I get it. I gotta, he had a little belly on him, but he did his thing. He came back. Now he like stripped as fuck. Now he knew what time it was. But I like that match. That match was it was awesome. It was action. Everybody was everywhere, and then Andrade also turned on the little brother. Cause I don't know, he didn't want to cheat, he wanted respect for them. He like, I don't want that. But overall, great and fun match.
I agree. I like it. That's your number 9?
Yep.
Alright, so I had to rearrange my list. There's a little bit for my number 8 pick. So I was going back and forth between this and another match, but I'll be honest, I had to man up and be honest and not lie to myself. I did not watch the match I was gonna put as my number 8. I was just gonna put it on there so people didn't call me, so people didn't disrespect me, or people say that I don't watch other products. I do watch other products, but the problem is it's hard to keep up with New Japan. It's so difficult. The number 8 I was gonna put was Will Ospreay versus Okada, but I only watched highlights from that match, so I don't think it'd be fair to put that on my list if I didn't actually watch the match. So I'm gonna keep that off my list. That's I know we're doing honorable mentions for later, but I just have to put that out there. My number 8 actually is Finn Balor versus Edge at Extreme Rules.
The I Quit match.
Yeah.
That's a good number 8. It was so much engagement, and if you guys watch our predictions, he literally placed money on there, so that's another reason why. But it was just so much engagement. It was like I was watching the NBA Finals.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like the last 10 minutes of that match was probably the best last couple minutes of a match I've seen in a long time. Like when Beth Phoenix, when the Judgment Day came out, I was kind of like, I'm like, how are they gonna do this thing with Edge? And like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna cost him the match?
Cause that man would not quit.
Oh, I know. I thought that they were gonna torture him. Like I thought that they were gonna handcuff him or hit him with a kendo stick in the stomach or something. I thought they were gonna just like wreck him, like on some John Cena type stuff. And so when I saw the links that Judgment Day was gonna go to make this dude quit, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a showcase for Finn Balor and all of them. And Dominic was out there beating up Rey Mysterio, and Michael Cole was tweaking on commentary. Everything about just the last 10 minutes was just, and Edge was so intense and he was so personal and he was just calling them cuss words and all that. And then all of a sudden, when Beth Phoenix got involved, I was like, oh no, what's gonna happen? And then Rhea had her in the concerto position, and then Edge just he went from being super intense to just ready to cry, I quit. And then Rhea did it anyway. Hey, that lasted, like you said, it was so engaging. Especially when Finn Balor was doing that back. He hit him with 3 coup de grace. I was like, oh, that sucks. That crap sucked. Oh my gosh. And he was going full force with the coup de grace every time. He didn't take any weight off every time. Ed was like, yeah, I need time off. 3 coup de grace. Could you imagine taking 3 coup de grace? Back to back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's very 3 coup de. It's crazy.
I know, and it's even crazier because I thought that Finn was going to lose. I remember that period in the match where Rey Mysterio came out and interfered, and then Edge got momentum. Edge got momentum, and then he hit Finn with 3 spears.
Right.
I thought that Finn was going to lose because of that. I thought that Edge was going to do that and then put Finn in some submission and make him quit. But they really messed with my expectations, so it's hard to talk about another match as being in my top 10. Besides that, that's the best I Quit match I've seen. Probably I don't know if I can say ever, but it's very high up there for I Quit matches.
All right. But yeah, that's your number 8. My number 8, Roman versus Logan. Again, it's previously based on what you said. Great match, performing. This is only his 3rd match, and Kurt Angle wasn't doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just keep it at that. Keep it short and sweet, and keep the video moving on. Go to your number 7.
Hey, we're going straight to it.
Yeah, we already 10 minutes in. I want these videos to be short.
That's true. That's fair. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Cody versus Seth Rollins at drumroll please. WrestleMania.
Oh.
Cody versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania is my number 7. Like everything that built up into the match was, I'm not gonna lie, it was better than the match itself. Like the match itself was fan freaking tastic. It was great, but the build up of, you don't know who Seth Rollins' opponent is gonna be, and they did a really good job of like keeping it a secret. Like people on social media was guessing it was gonna be Cody, but you just never thought it was gonna be the guy that left the rival promotion coming to WrestleMania. Like you had speculations, but you never really knew. Like remember the names that were talked about, Makai, like Bray Wyatt and like Shane McMahon and all that stuff.
Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon was a hot topic. Like they said he was in the back at WrestleMania weekend. But I thought to myself, like, it's gotta be Cody. Like I know Vince doesn't care sometimes, but I'm like, you know what? They're not finna hype up this crap for 3 or 4 weeks just to have Shane McMahon face Seth Rollins. I would be very surprised. So I was just like, you know what? Like it's gonna be Cody. And when I heard wrestling has more than one royal family, and it just went out and he made that entrance and he came back like he never left, and he just looked very emotional and happy to be there. And then he went out there and tweaked and won clean and used some of his dad's moves to get there. It don't get no better than that. So Cody versus Seth, number 7.
All right.
At WrestleMania.
My number 7 is, it's gonna surprise you, Josh Alexander versus Moose.
No, I'm not surprised by that. The cash in itself, like when Moose did the came in and speared Josh Alexander, where his kid and his wife was in the ring, that was probably the most heel thing I've seen all year. That was
no, the actual match.
No, I know. I'm saying I'm not surprised that you put that number 10 on there just because of how Moose started that rivalry. Like this dude speared him with his wife and his children in the ring. Right. That's crazy. That's really crazy. And then he stood over him too after he pinned him and rose the title up. Oh yeah, Josh Alexander had to come out swinging in the actual match. He had to. Surprised he didn't show up with a gun.
He was about to kill him actually. He about to throw him off the
gosh, yeah, he had to do something crazy.
Yeah, but that's my number 7.
All right, I respect it.
What's
my number 6 is I'm on my own against the wall. And I don't know the theme song by heart, but Bianca,
they say me crying, they say me war, and none. Okay.
I never needed you at all. Yeah, Becky versus Bianca at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca had that crazy entrance. Becky had the little Lady Gaga haircut. Bianca cut her hair on Raw. It was good stuff, Makai. That whole pay-per-view was just great. WrestleMania really was good this year. I like when WrestleMania is really good, you know?
Right.
It always makes the company better. But yeah, Becky versus Bianca, for sure. Bianca winning the Raw Women's title.
My number 6 is Jurassic Express versus Swerve in Our Glory versus Hobb and Ricky at Double or Nothing 2022.
Wait, who?
Huh? You didn't know this match?
Say it again.
Jurassic Express versus Swerve in Our Glory versus Will Hobbs and Ricky Starks.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
At Double or Nothing 2022. Yeah, I liked this match. Again, this match is pretty fun. It was over the top, I'm not going to lie. There was a bunch of action, and you got the two big dudes just going ham at it. And you know what I'm saying? Like it was pretty cool. It was the second to last match on the card, not gonna lie. But the
fans were beat up.
Yeah, the fans were beat up, but I still liked it though, even though it was great.
So I liked it.
And
I liked it.
Yeah, but that's my number 6.
Okay, I respect it.
Appreciate
So
it.
my number five, I had a confliction in my heart about this, but I had to find somewhere to put this on my list. I can't go the year without this match being on there. It is the most fun match I have watched all year. I have not had more fun watching a match than Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam.
Oh.
That match was so fun. Makai, when they tipped the ring over and Roman Reigns was wow and fell out the ring.
People's like, Paul!
Chill. Rolled out the ring. I thought Brock was finna flip the whole ring over. I thought commentary was finna die. And they left the tractor there. Everything about that match. Roman can't get him down. He speared him 3 times, hit him with the title. He keep getting up. Michael Cole with the call of the year. God dang it, Nick Patrick, count faster! Everything about that match. Austin Theory almost gave me a heart attack thinking he could actually win. Yeah, everything. That's my number 5.
My number 5 is Adam
No,
Cole.
no, my bad. That's my number 4. Let me redo my 5. Not right now. You do yours right quick. I'm gonna switch my number next.
My number 5 is Adam Cole versus Adam Page in a death match. It was like some type of death match for the AEW World Championship, but all I know it was a Rampage.
It was a Rampage, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Them boys were bloodied up. I didn't think this match would like be better than their other match. But then, boy, was I wrong. It just how many times they went through that damn table and then just all the blood and Hangman Page's mouth. It's just like, golly, because they really wanted to see who was the better Adam at the end of the day, and apparently Hangman Adam Page was the better Adam. So
yeah, apparently.
Yeah, but I liked it, that man. It was very explosive. So very explosive. All right, go ahead.
So keep in mind what I said a second ago about this Brock Lesnar and Roman match. That's my number 4. I'm moving that one up 1 number. My number 5, I gotta redo that, so I gotta say my number 5 now. So Roman versus Brock at SummerSlam is my number 4. My number 5 is Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts, the Jericho Appreciation Society versus the Blackpool Combat Club and Eddie Kingston. That match was the most violent match I have seen all year. When he suplexed what's his name on the thumbtacks, and he was tweaking like and then freaking Angelo Parker had one of the craziest blade jobs I've seen since Eddie Guerrero. Just everything was just crazy. And the match was crazy, the ending was crazy. Eddie Kingston pissed off at the end after winning was hilarious. He was mad. He won and was pissed.
He won the victory.
I know. He's like, man, Claudio get everything. He get the surprising match. He get the victory. But yeah, Blood and Guts for sure. John Moxley was the MVP of that match. It's funny because he didn't really take that much damage. He was just inflicting it. He was just going crazy on everybody. I knew when he came to the match he was going to do some crazy stuff. I'm surprised he didn't pull a barbed wire bat out like Nick Foley.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's my number 5. So we're going to go to number 3 next. My number 4 was...
Alright. Well, I need to go number 4.
No, I know. I was just saying for next time, so nobody's surprised when I go straight from 5 to 3. My number 4 was Roman and Brock, but I had to switch the order. So yeah, we're gonna go to 3. When it's my turn, Makai, what's your number 4?
All right. So my number 4 is Matt Riddle versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed Universal Championship.
Okay.
And if Matt Riddle god damn my boy. If Matt Riddle lost, he could never challenge again. Well, I think just as long as Roman's champion. So, yeah. I liked it so far. It was like literally Matt Riddle's best match, and this proved that he could be like a top guy if he wanted to. But now that under Triple H's control, he's like a Mick Carter.
Might even be below at this point.
Yeah.
He beats Otis and Chad Gable every other week. he's friends with Elias. Right. He became friends with Elias. I knew it was over with.
Not even Ezekiel. Elias.
Elias.
Ezekiel maybe had a chance, but Elias.
You know, it's crazy. It's rarity when Vince does stuff like that, where people get looked better with him than without him. Like Riddle was probably one of the few dudes in the company that's like, man, we need Vince back. I know Johnny Gargano and guys like that don't want Vince back because they wouldn't even be on TV. Period. They'd be chasing after the 24/7 championship with Vince around. But like Riddle probably like, dang, I went from me and Rollins were tweaking, freaking
Randy.
Me and Roman had one of the matches of the year. Had a tag title match at WrestleMania. The world was looking bright.
Now I'm stuck here playing Bengals.
Yep.
But go ahead with your number 3.
On number 3, this is tough, Makai. On number 3, out of time, so say goodbye. Versus Roman at Clash of the Castle, for sure. I was struggling between. I wanted to put this match number 1 for my emotional investment into it, just because it was kind of. I love like that opened up my eyes a lot to WWE doing matches in other places. Like it really did, because our fans suck in America. I don't mean to be that guy, but like a lot of our fans, like they be turning baby faces into heels and heels into faces. Clash of the Castle was the first genuine pay-per-view where the faces were faces and the heels were heels. Like Gunther was getting booed even though they was in Europe. Roman was getting booed. Drew and Sheamus were getting cheered. And those fans that was the best fans I have seen all year. They were behind Drew McIntyre, boy. Every move he did, they thought they wanted him to win. And then when Solo Sikoa came out, that is the perfect way to initiate a heel. Costing someone a title match in their hometown.
Home country.
Huh?
Country.
Yeah. In his home country. I couldn't imagine like a better way to turn someone heel. I know people are like, it's probably favoritism because he's Roman's cousin and blah blah blah. I don't care. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. So I gotta go with that one. Roman versus Drew, number 3.
Alright. Since we're on Clash of the Castle topics, my number 3 is Gunther versus Sheamus.
Yep.
That was hard hitting. I originally had this as my number 2, but the other number 2 just is very memorable actually. So, but it was very hard hitting. The fans were into it. It was great. Sheamus' check was red. Everything was just, mwah. Even Dave Meltzer gave it a 5 stars.
Yep, 5 stars. Well, everything you said about that match falls in line with me. That's my number 2. So there we are. Might as well just go to your number 2.
My number 2 is Sammy.
Yeah, that was my number 2, Sheamus versus Gunther. So there we go.
My
you
number
already said
2.
everything. I wouldn't change a word.
My number 2 is Cody versus Sammy G for the TNT Championship, the undisputed TNT Championship, in a ladder match at Bash at the Beach.
I know. I ain't gonna lie. That cutter off the top of the ladder. Woo-wee! That was crazy. I don't know what possessed Sammy Guevara to take that bump. That was nuts. That and then that RK off the ladder at Money in the Bank. Them are 2 bumps right there. You couldn't pay me to take. Wasn't Sammy's a twisting cutter off the ladder in that match?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Something like that. And then
I respect it. That's a good number 2.
What's your number 1?
Oh, it couldn't have been any other match, Makai. I hate to sound very basic, but Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes at Hell in a Cell. I don't think it gets much better than that. I truly don't. I don't know. But we got to do our honorable mentions. So I have a few.
Go ahead, cause that's my number one too. So
that's
go ahead.
That's honorable mention number one for both of us. Cody versus Seth Hell in a Cell. Honorable mention: Roman versus Seth at Royal Rumble. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. The men's War Game match. Seth Rollins versus Theory versus Lashley at Survivor Series. The Acclaimed versus Keith Lee and Swerve. Now, when you said the Keith Lee and Swerve, I thought you were going to say this match, but it was Keith Lee and Swerve versus The Acclaimed. Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter. And last but not least, MJF versus CM Punk in a dog collar match.
Oh, I forgot about that match even happened.
Yep, that was at Revolution. And then special shout out to Bryan Danielson and Hangman Page. That winter is coming.
60-minute Iron Man match.
Yep. I ain't gonna lie, that match. The thing is about that match. When I watched it at first, I thought it was gonna be match of the year candidate. But when I rewatched it, it just wasn't. It wasn't hitting as much as I thought it was.
It's just the match was like super long.
It was way too long.
Yeah,
like the first 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes they were good, but then after that, you kind of realize like we got to put restrictions on Hangman Page matches. He's not Johnny Gargano. No disrespect to Hangman Page. I think Hangman Page is great, but you could tell he was pretty out of it after after about the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that, well, if it's crazy, bro, because when I saw that 60-minute match, I was still working at Amazon at the time. I was just watching it, and this dude like who don't watch wrestling, he was like, "Dang, they still fighting." Mind you, we barely have any workers working this day, so I just had a TV set. And I'm just looking on the side. I'm working. I'm like, by the time I break over, he's like, "Well, because we need you back." I'm like, "Dang!" I said, "I'm looking." I said. By the time I hit 9 o'clock, I'm like, "Okay, they're finally done." He said, "Dang, they just got done." Dang, that's crazy. But all right, that's it. That's all the top predictions. I kind of want to make.
What's your honorable mentions?
I don't have no. Well, if I had to pick one, what pay-per-view was in June?
For
WWE.
Money in the Bank. Oh, Hell in a Cell. My bad. Sorry, I forgot it was in June.
I don't got nothing else, man. Nothing.
That pay-per-view was low-key kind of average up until the main event.
Right. I mean, that how they wanted it to be, I think. I think that was a good call. It was the most watched Hell in a Cell match. Well, Hell in a Cell pay-per-view ever, I heard.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but we're about
they witnessed Cody get injured, or Cody's injury.
Right.
I was so nervous. I think it was because of how nervous I was watching the match. I think that was another reason that played a role in it too. I watched it live, and when I saw Cody take his jacket off, I didn't know anything about that pec injury, so I was just kind of like, what the heck is that? I didn't know what was going on. I was like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, I don't know about that shit either. But yeah, let's about to cut this down. We try to make this 30 minutes possible. We already hit like the 30-minute mark. Anything you want to say to the crowd? 'Cause I'm about to go get some food. I'm hungry. I didn't eat
Damn.
nothing.
He said he about to be off for some food.
Yeah, man. You see the orange? That's all I ate today. I ate an orange and I ate an apple. That's it.
Guys, I hope y'all have a great rest of the weekend. I hope y'all stay safe out here. And have a great holiday. We'll probably make another video before Christmas, but if not, happy holidays. And God bless.
Yes, God bless and happy holidays, man. Peace.